everyone. Thank you for watching Slippery People, our YouTube series interviews of artists who have graced the Sunday Slips stage. I'm Liliana Velasquez. Some of you might know me as La Dios, and I'm here at Wave Dot Studios, our fabulous home where we record this weekly series for you. Today, ich habe einen Künstler, das manchmal arbeite auf Deutsch. I know that we are mostly in English, so I'm going to slow down my speech, and I will practice some German with you. Please welcome to the stage F.G.M. Stegers.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. As I think you've watched some of the episodes, we asked 3 questions, and you're welcome to ask me any questions. When was the first time you came to Sunday Slips?
I can answer precisely.
Oh.
Precisely. 4th October 2020. Every venue where I play, every stage where I play has an index card, and I write down the date and the title of my songs. So the next time when I'm there, I will not play the same songs, I will play other songs.
This is very German.
It is, maybe.
Das ist sehr deutsch. Alles ist kontrolliert und sehr gut. But we love you repeating your songs. Like there are so many songs of yours that hit my heart. And as a immigrant, they really talk about Berlin. They talk about the life here. Yeah. They're folkloric and modern. And for me, it's wonderful to hear you repeat songs. How many stages have you done in, like, how many?
I restarted with singing 10 years ago. And since that time, I was about 800 times on stages. And that's a lot. But it's my life.
Yes.
That's where I must be.
That's where the joy comes.
Yeah. It's a highlight, you know, when people are looking at me, I look at the people, there comes up kind of energy, high voltage, and it's another space.
Yes.
I love it.
It's something very special when you can connect. There's like a connection with the arts, with the audience. You listen to your audience.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that makes a big difference as an artist. You know, some artists are just like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, and they're not really watching the reaction. I see you looking at the audience when they sing with you, when they clap with you, when they don't.
You know, it's a little bit a trick from the theater. I'm a theater actor. And when you start the performance on a theater stage, it's better to speak not with a strong voice. It's better to start with a low voice, with silent voice, to make the people concentrate.
Yeah.
First they're whispering and looking on their smartphone and so on. And when you start with the silent voice, they have to concentrate. Yeah. And then more and more you can speak a little bit louder, of course, with a normal voice.
Yeah. There's a beauty in creating a tension that comes from this softness, but also it has a purpose, you know.
Yes,
so
of course.
If I bring you back to start the second half of Sunday Slips, and I'm like, this is an ASMR. Hi, this is an ASMR moment. Little by little, people are putting their drinks down, putting the phone down, being like, something's happening and I don't know what it is. Yeah. Versus if I'm like, all right, everyone, let's sit down. I sound like a school teacher.
Yeah, maybe. Well, not really. It's so friendly, it's so kind. I mean, you announce me in such a wonderful way. That encourages me.
Oh,
and I remember the first time I was there.
Yeah.
I thought, oh God, this is a comedy show. I'm not a comedian. I'm a German. Germans, I'm never funny. There can't be. It's not in their genes. And I thought, oh God, is it right? And then Winton started. And I thought, that's out of my league. I can't stay here, I must flee. I was really afraid of it. But I had to listen to him. I could not leave.
But they're so different styles as well.
Yes. And then I listened to him and I thought, okay, when he finished, then I can silently go. But then came the comedians up. And I looked, I listened, and I laughed. I looked, listened, and laughed. And I I forgot to flee.
You forgot to flee. You forgot to leave.
And then you came up and said, you're the next. And I said, oh God, no, please, not.
And now we see you maybe maybe 2 times a month, approximately?
Usually, yes.
Yeah. So 2020, so it was after the pandemic, like when we reopened after the pandemic.
Yes, but there was a long time, 21, I wasn't there, I don't know why. And I restarted 22 again. But I've been there 25 times.
25 times, yes. I love how accurate you are. This is amazing. How many times have you been to Sunday Slips? Well,
yeah. No, it's not. It's a real index card. A paper card.
Yeah, I imagined so. I've seen your phone.
Okay, yeah, it's antique.
It's antique, yes. I see you with it. I love analog.
Hello? Yeah, it's working. 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 It's working.
So do you have any future music projects coming up or acting projects? What's next for you?
I haven't, at this time, no acting projects. I have a music project, and it is, I was forced to it because
Forced?
I have a problem with my fingers.
Okay.
There are many guitar players have this problem, although I'm not really a guitar player.
Okay.
I'm playing the guitar, but guitar players are another league. The problem is the fingers are scratching, bursting the finger toes.
Oh, like here, like the...
Yes, and when you touch the guitar, it's so painful. So I cannot come tomorrow to the show. I would like so much. I must have a break.
Yeah.
And when this started the last year, I was so depressive. I walked through Stegers and came up to a window shop and looked into the window, and I found there an accordion, a white accordion. I thought, God, is it nice? Is it beautiful? I cannot play accordion. Never did.
What, did you learn?
So I stepped in and asked the man, may I have it in my hands just for a moment? I cannot play it. I would like to have it in my hands. And he said, yes, yes, of course, well, you have it. And I had it and put one button, touched it, and it sighed. It was such a sound. You can imagine, when I left that shop, I had the accordion with me, and I have it now.
Wonderful.
I have it now, but I cannot really play it.
It takes time. I mean, it is a whole different...
Yeah.
I mean, you know the...
I know the piano keys, but I cannot see it.
Right, yeah.
But the bass buttons are really different. It's not C, D, E, F, G. No, it is, how is it? F, C, G, D, A, the quint, the 5 steps.
Yeah, don't know this.
And to bring it into my brain, that needs a long, long time.
I mean, I love that instrument. As a tango dancer, the
yes,
bandoneon is what I dance to, and it goes, brum, brum. My legs just slide onto the floor, and my heart goes with the bass. The bass is where when you drop a bass.
Yes. I don't like the very high sounds of the accordions. We call it Schifferklavier. That is
Schiffer?
Schifferklavier. That means Schiffer is a shipper man, and it's his piano. And they use very high keys and high sounds. I don't love that. This accordion has very good bass.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing what you do. I mean, you're already playing the harmonica and the guitar at the same time.
Yeah.
So you have the ability to change.
Yeah. And I wrote 8 songs for the accordion.
You did?
Yes.
So this is in the new
and
project.
some are funny, really. The way one Berlin song again, and it's really some are really funny.
How did you fall in love with Berlin?
It was a long development.
So German. It was difficult.
Of course it was. When I came to Berlin, it was 1971. It was a time of the Cold War, and West Berlin was an island, and it was very, very German island. Look, people going with this through the streets, don't look left, don't look right. It was a post-war period still.
A lot of trauma.
Yes. And then I lived, it was incredible, 4 years in illegal life in East Berlin.
Where?
I lived an illegal life for 4 years in East Berlin.
Illegal life? Like
Yes.
squatting in an apartment?
No, I lived with my girlfriend there. I had a girlfriend in East Berlin. She couldn't get out, so I tried to get in that country.
How romantic.
And but it was a very dangerous
Dangerously.
because the Staatssicherheit searched me every day.
Wow.
And because it was illegal, and they thought, of course, it's not love. That's much more what he wants. It was just love. It really was. I mean, after that, we have been married for 25 years, so it really was love.
Wow. There's a movie in this.
So I know Berlin from both sides.
Okay.
And the best development was really after the unification.
Yeah.
Because then so many people came from all of the countries, and they made the mind more free of the Berliners.
Yeah.
Not only looking on themselves and their own problems. And since that time, I love Berlin much more.
Well, this is a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing that. It really is. I mean, I didn't have so many ideas about Berlin other than the stereotype ideas growing up in the United States and in Colombia. So I didn't have a concept of how special Berlin is because of this history and because of this, I love traveling through Germany, but Berlin is definitely like a Bermuda Triangle of strange and eclectic and diverse and international and hurt and open. And it's exciting. And I wouldn't meet so many wonderful artists if I was in a different city.
Yeah.
Berlin is the city.
It's a city for artists.
Yes.
Really, it is. So many artists in Berlin, and it even was a city for artists in the 70 years.
Yeah.
David Bowie was here.
David Bowie. And
the
many
Stones
more.
made some LPs here.
It has a pull.
Yeah.
A creative pull. What theater projects have you been working with, or what? You said you're an actor as well.
Yes, I came to Berlin to study acting.
Okay.
And I studied acting at the Max-Reinhardt-Schule. That was the most famous Western actors university we had in Germany and Austria. And I studied there for 4 years, and then 2 years on a stage. So after 6 years studying, I could call myself officially, I'm an actor. And then I played on many stages, some in West Berlin. They don't exist anymore. Freie Volksbühne exists, yes, but it's not
the same.
It's not the same. And Hansa Theater and what was it, Kammerspiele and so on. And on many West German stages. Working on a stage as an actor is like life in an aquarium.
Yes.
You are in this aquarium, look out of the glass and see the people outside. But you are inside, on stage, rehearsals, and in the evening, the shows. It isn't life a side of the life. It's not the real life.
No, it's not. It's
and you're always living for the parts you are playing. You try to have the feelings they have. After 20 years, I said, it's enough.
Okay.
It's enough. And I wanted to have more of my own life. I wanted to sing again.
Yeah.
And singing is on a much more higher emotional level than acting. When you are acting, you always have to do what the director says. You have to
move where the director wants you to be. Hit
especially
your mark.
when you're acting. Camera acting is much more difficult. You have to listen to the sound engineer, to the light, of course, to the director.
Do the same take again.
Yes. Where did I have my hands? And so on.
Did I light the cigarette on the word? Or
It was on the right side. But when I'm singing, I can forget everything. It's just the emotion, nothing else. It's much more intensive.
I love acting, and I love being on stage or in TV and film, but I do also have withdrawals. Like if I'm in a production for 2 months with the same people every day, and breakfast and lunch and training, and then when it finishes, I have a huge depression.
Yes, of course.
And I feel
that's usual.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
usual.
like, hello? And they don't answer the phone. I'm like, but you answered every day before. Like, oh God. Yeah.
That's a usual. That's after depression we have
after a big high.
Yes. And sometimes when you go on tour with a theater play, and after the tour, it's normal. You have a depression.
Feels like you become a family, but it's not a real family. And you have a schedule together, and you depend on this dynamic every day. And then cut what is it, martini cut. Editing and nothing. You hear nothing. And then maybe a year later, they're like, the movie's ready for them. And you're like, what? I missed you. Not you.
Okay.
Well, I always thought you had a wonderful voice for voiceover and acting. Now it makes sense that you're telling me all these things.
Yes, I'm voiceover actor.
Yeah.
And dubbing actor too. And
that's
now
why
we have
there's
a
all
problem.
these studios here for dubbing.
Here.
You were mentioning.
Yeah, I was here somewhere in the studio, not far from here. I don't know the name.
Somewhere.
And now we have a problem because the actors are on strike in Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's a problem. We're trying to find a solution, I would say, because AI is also a very difficult thing to move forward with.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's why theater and open stages are really important right now, because there's no way that AI can take over the live moment.
Yeah.
You know, but I can sell my face to a camera and they can AI me and I might get 10%. Do I really want that? Do I know what they're going to do with my image? I mean, pay me more. So, F.G.M, what is next for you? I already asked what is next. What would you, looking at your very impressive career and also adventurous life, what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self?
Ja. Was wollte sie sagen zu deiner Jungen?
Zu dir als Jungen.
Zu dir als Jungen. Was wollte sie sagen zu dir als Jungen?
Never lose your own way. You must find out your own way. Don't listen to all those who tell you you must be a lawyer, you must be a doctor. I studied medicine before I started before I started acting. Find out your own way. When I was studying acting, I worked in a hospital as a student, of course, not as a doctor. And of course, it happened that people died. And ich begleitete sie, I don't know the word, accompanied them for some time. And when they could, as long as they could speak, some of them said, oh, if I only had did this, or only had done that, if I only had become a singer, why didn't I go on traveling through the world?
So true.
And it was so sad. I thought, oh God, why didn't you find out what your own way is?
Yeah.
That is important.
Yes, I agree. I feel like I was just mentioning this yesterday, and how interesting it is how people always want to tell you how to do or what to be, and I tend to be very wild. You know, I've never fallen for that, but there's still moments where I have to be like, no, I do this way. Like I have to be like, no, thank you for your advice. Thank you for your unsolicited advice. Nobody asked you. But it's a constant reminder of like, no, this, you know, sometimes it might take me longer, but that's how I have to do it.
Sometimes the longer way is a better way.
Yeah, more scenery, more adventures, more heartache. But I love a good tragedy. So you have submitted a video for us to share with our beautiful audience online. Yes, great. So we're going to play that video next. Please comment, like, share. Let us know what you think. This is one of our favorite Sunday slippers. It's such an honor to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you soon. Play the video, voilà.
Und weil es ein Lied über diese Stadt Berlin ist, kann es auch nur einen einzigen Titel haben. Arm und dreckig. Was ist deine Stärke, deine Qualität, dass sich Tag und Nacht alles nur um dich dreht? Keiner kann's erklären, niemand kann's verstehen. Alle kommen her, alle wollen dich sehen. Sie ist an, sie ist dreckig und ganz schrecklich sexy. Sie ist laut, sie ist ehrlich, nicht jeder liebt sie. Sie hat viele Gesichter, sie sprüht vor Fantasie. Manchmal stinkt sie auch ein bisschen, doch das stört sie nie. Sie macht die Nacht zum Tag, Ruhe kennt sie dich nicht. Jeder versteht sie, weil sie nuschelt und so schnell spricht. Der Witz ist manchmal ätzend, aber niemand böse gemeint. Sie trägt das Herz am rechten Fleck, auch wenn es nicht so scheint.
And we're back. So, F.G.M, I hope to see you again this month when your fingers are feeling better. And maybe you can send me a little picture of your data entry that says, I would love to see what that looks like. Maybe I could post it online with a little tag to this video. And we will see you soon. I'm here at Wave.Studios with this wonderful place that's available for you as well. So check us out. Check out Wave.Studios. If you like what we're doing, please make a comment below, share the YouTube videos, tell your friends. Word of mouth is the most beautiful form of advertisement. It's the most beautiful way to share our information. And I hope you enjoy the music from Wynton Kelly Stevenson, our fabulous artist today. And I am Liliana Velasquez, F.G.M. Stigler. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Ciao.